Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to go over how I deal with pressure. I did a community tab, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago now, and I asked you guys what styles you guys have hard time with, and a lot of the responses were pressure. So I'm going to show you guys how I deal with it. I got a fight, but I want to go over some bullet points of what I do in that fight, and then we'll go look at that fight and we'll break it down. So what I like to do is, as soon as I notice that someone's starting to pressure me, I try to be first, okay? You want to try to be first. Marshall Mind said this in one of his videos, is the best way to be faster than your opponent is to be first. And, that kind of stuck with me. In MMA anyway, you want to try to beat your opponent to the punch. You want to try to beat him to the punch. You want to be first. And that goes for the same thing in this game. And what I try to do that with is either a straight punch or a lead hook. And you guys see me do, a straight lead hook a lot or lead hook straight. The reason I do that in this game is because a straight or lead hook can interrupt forward moving strikes. And that can either give you, a good hit reaction, so you can either get away from your opponent or it will at least slow him down and make him think. And if you're always beating him to the punch, it's going to frustrate him. It just is. It's just how... Because wouldn't that frustrate you? If someone was always beating you to the punch, eventually you would get frustrated, and then you get frustrated. Sometimes you start making mistakes. So just think about that as the fight goes on. So the next tip I want to go over is look for a counter. If someone is pressuring you, try to look for a counter, or even just try to use your head movement to cause a whiff. You see a lot of high-level players, they use their slip straights or they pull counters because they know either a slip straight at the right time or a pull counter at the right time can change the tide of a fight. Go watch, a Marshall Mind video. Go watch a Peroxis video, Crux, ESFL, anything. You're going to see high-level players either doing slip straights or pull counters. So if you don't want any other counters in this game, try to learn at least those two. If you need to go to practice one to do it, or a quick match, whatever it may be, add these to your game because they can change a fight. But if you don't want to do that, and you just want to cause your opponent to whiff, let's have Michael Chandler throw some punches here. Let's try to time him, look, see? One whiff, and it gives you some space. Of course, he's just going to keep coming forward because I have it on, record. But look, see? Like you see Peroxis do this quite a bit. He'll just move his head. He won't even counter. But look at the stamina drain. I didn't do nothing. I didn't hit his body. I didn't do nothing. So once you start doing that, that's when you can start attacking the body. So just move your head to either cause a whiff or try to look for a counter, whether that be the slip straight or the pull counter. And then once you get him whiffing, try to work the body. And this is something Peroxis always says. If he sees his opponent throwing a lot of strikes, start working the body. And it doesn't have to be crazy body work. You'll see Peroxis just throw lead hook. And then he'll back out and try to create some space. Of course, be careful of the uppercut counter. Something I've been doing recently is, as soon as I land this lead hook, I sway to that side to avoid the uppercut counter. Because eventually, if you start throwing hooks to the body, your opponent's just going to start throwing the uppercut out there. You can't block a block counter, but you can sway it. And then the next thing is, if someone's just in your face, don't be afraid to use your knees or your elbows. Obviously, don't be a dick with it, but a good knee every now and then. If someone's just in your face, I feel that's fair. Okay, I feel like that is fair. But like I said, don't be a dick with it. Use your knees and elbows if they're just to create a little bit of space. But anyway, guys, let's get into this fight and let's talk more about pressure. Alright, so the kind of pressure that this guy does, like I said, it wasn't really the block breaking type. It was more of just like in your face kind of pressure. And you guys see the matchup. It's Eddie Alvarez. He picked Jeremy Stephens, so I gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. He's in Division 20 picking Jeremy Stephens, so he must be good. Is what I thought. Which he weren't bad, but look, as soon as he's in my face, I'm trying to throw. As soon as, you know, right there, I just threw a lead hook. Sometimes it's okay to throw, in singles. Mix up your timing, Straight. And I'm just trying to... Really, I was just trying to make him pay every time he got into my circle, really. Or the pocket, whatever you want to call it. Right there, now I'm starting to work his body. Little by little, see, he's gonna start giving you space. Once you start tagging him, I mean, not all guys will, but for the most part, they'll give you a little bit of respect. They'll give you a little bit more room. But look, he still wants the pressure. Then boom, see that that lead hook. He's not really throwing a lot of strikes, so these strikes like what I'm doing right there. I try to throw a knee. It's not interrupting his forward moving strikes, but it's keeping him at bay. As soon as he, I try to just plant and rip as soon as, he's in my face. Try to be first. What I was trying to do was trying to kind of interrupt him. Because I'm expecting him to throw as soon as, he's in my pocket. Right there, he tagged me with a good body hook, so... And also, this isn't live commentary either, obviously. But right there, go back to his body. He's not throwing a lot of strikes, but this strategy works for people that that aren't even throwing a lot of strikes. Right there, that was a nice body kick by him on my exit. But he just wants to constantly stay in my face. But I feel like I'm winning these small exchanges, and that's the other thing. Just try to win these small exchanges. It doesn't have to be always, your turn, my turn. Just, I mean, this fight kind of is like that, but sometimes go twice. Right there, try to throw a knee, but it whiffed. But see right there, right now he's trying to give me a little bit of respect, even though it was the last 10 seconds. But see, as soon as he entered, as soon as pushing forward, I'm just trying to throw something. Whether, like I said, whether that be a straight lead hook to the body, rear body uppercut lead hook. We touch it up, and we're back at it right away. As soon as he enters, trying to be first. If you can land first, it can really change the tide of the fight. Right there, hit him with the straight. Actually doubled up on it a little bit. Nice body kicks by him. See, now he's not pressuring as much. He's not pressuring as much, and now it's my turn to put a little bit of pressure on him. We're really going to start pressing him soon here, I believe. And I believe soon this is where I start. Because I noticed that he starts going for the uppercut as I'm going to the body, right there. So now I'm going to start moving my head. Like right here, boom, move my head. It didn't get a rock, but let's slow that down. So, rear uppercut to the body, lead hook, and then as soon as that lead hook lands, move my head. Boom. I wish I would have thrown a hook there, because it may have caused a rock. But now we're back in real time. But yeah, just If you see someone throw an uppercut, as soon as that lead hook lands to the body, move your head. And you don't even have to worry about countering. Just as long as you can get your head out the way, you know, you won't get hit with that uppercut. You all know the uppercut can be powerful. Right there, I just threw 2 straights just to kind of stop him in his tracks. So we're working his body. We're trying to be first. We're trying to lead with the straight or the lead hook. Right there, you know. I mean, you don't always have to lead with the straight, but it's best. Sometimes, you know, just to switch it up, go with the jab. It doesn't have that much stopping power. He wasn't coming forward there. That's why I was throwing jabs. Step straight. Looking back, I wish I would have used a little bit more head movement, but he's not really, like, he wasn't throwing a lot of strikes. This was more pressuring with footwork. But right here, I think I get a counter. Uppercut counter off the body shot. Boom. Kick him. Penetrate the block. And the fight is over. So, I mean, this fight wasn't the best example, but this is the best example I could get right now. If I get a better one, I will definitely post it. But this guy, you know, he was pressuring. He was right in my face. Like I said, it was more pressuring with footwork. That's one of my favorite combos right there. Jab, jab, just to get the block to overcommit. And then straight head kick. And you know he was hurting because that was the first drop of the fight, guys. That was the first drop. So you guys know my strikes were doing damage. We didn't get any rocks in round 1. But I knew I was winning those small exchanges, and that's what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes just try to win the small exchanges. Don't think about trying to get the fight done in 1 round. You know, against these guys. That's what these guys want. So try to extend the fight a little bit. That's another little strategy. You know, pressure fighters, they're in a rush for some reason. They just want to blast through you, get the fight done. So try to extend the fight. This is something Prioxis has like really instilled in me from watching him, is don't chase a finish. What I've been trying to think, you know, guys, and it's something you guys can think of too, is just try to win the round. Don't worry so much about the fight, just try to win that round. And if you can start just to win the rounds, you'll start to win the fight. So just something else to think about, guys, but that is it from me. If you liked the video, please leave a like. It's really appreciated. Subscribe if you are new. But you guys know, most of all, have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.